It's May 2022, and this month is Mental Health Awareness Month. Tonight we will learn how Solle essential oils can help with mental health issues, and we'll celebrate the addition of a brand new Soul Eater 15K. This and more, next on Inside Soul.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Inside Soul. I'm Juan Hudman, Vice President of Events and Marketing at Soul Naturals, and I'm excited to have you join me. How are y'all doing out there? Go ahead and chat in. Let's just make this as interactive as possible. I see that a few of my friends from all across the country have already chatted in. Debbie Crutchfield says, hello, everyone. A sunny, breezy day here. Anita Carpenter wishes greetings from Michigan. Corinne Lott says, hey, Soul family. And I see Olga's there, Dolores, hey, Rachel, Lori, Rhonda, Kimberly, greetings everyone. Welcome again to Inside Soul. And as was mentioned in the intro, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And at Soul, we have some amazing things planned, some activities, some different campaign that is going to help more people aware of the importance of mental health. And there are some activities, some things that you can do to spread the word and also help people who may be struggling with mental health issues. Now, Hope Anderson wanted to be here to present this information, but she is actually celebrating her anniversary with her husband. So before she left, she prepared or recorded this presentation to talk about what we have coming up for the month of May. So let's watch that presentation now.
Hey everybody, happy National Month for Mental Health Awareness. Here at Soul, mental health is something that's super, super important to us. It has its roots in our foundation. Really, that's why we got into adaptogens and started looking at them, and that's why they're included in every one of our formulas. For those of you that have seen the video with Greg and Donna, you'll realize really what a founding role mental health played in the foundation of Soul. And so it's something that's touched all of our lives. And for those of you that don't personally struggle with mental health, I'm sure every single one of you knows someone who does. So it's something that is only becoming more and more important in our daily lives. And that's why we love to celebrate this month particularly and take this time to really talk about this topic and give it the attention it deserves. So for this month to celebrate, some of you might have already received a card in the mail. For all the orders for the beginning of the month, we're throwing in a mental health awareness bingo card for you. On the front, it'll tell you what it is and how to play. And then on the back, there's a 4x4 bingo card. No, there's not any free spaces, but that's only because it's a 4x4 card. It's not that hard. And each little section says something that's beneficial for either your mental health or maybe it's helping someone else. For example, this one says, journal for 10 minutes, work out for 30 minutes, start your day with a positive affirmation, do 10 minutes of deep breathing, create something with your hands for someone else, a card, cookie, craft, etc. So they're just lots of fun little ideas and quick things you can do, and I would encourage spreading it out. I would just probably pin this to my refrigerator and then check off things as we go. And you could do it with your kids, you could do it with your family. It's super fun, anyone can do it. There's nothing on the back of this bingo card that is soul specific, so anyone can do it. But to get the rewards for doing the bingo card, besides just having it be fun, you have to be a member of Soul. And I'll tell you why. Because the reward for getting a bingo, whether that's horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, you get $10 in Soul rewards. That's $10 off your next order. Pretty awesome, right? Just for doing things that are good for you. And you can choose which 4 you want to do. You can choose your bingo. So if it were me, I would just look for the one that's easiest for me and accomplish that. And that's not it. If you do a blackout, if you do all the squares, which I'm guessing no one will do in a day, then you will get an additional 15 Soul rewards, and we'll send out our mental health awareness pin to you as well. So in total, if you complete the entire card, you could get $25 in Soul rewards, as well as this really awesome mental health awareness pin. Now this little pin is a green ribbon, and the green ribbon is actually the national emblem for mental health awareness, which is perfect because we love the color green here at Soul too. So what could be better, right? Okay, with these bingo cards, If you don't have an order that's coming in the beginning of the month, don't panic. You can get a card online. I have already posted them, as many of you will have seen. And these cards are only come printed in English because they were printed front and back. We couldn't fit the Spanish anywhere. And so Spanish cards are online. So if you haven't gotten your card in the mail and you want to start already, I would just go to that post, our Facebook post, where I included the 3 different options for the 3 different backs, as well as the front in both English and Spanish on our most recent Facebook post. Download those pictures and then print them out for yourself so that you can actually check them off. And the importance of checking them off is because we need to know how you did your bingo or how you did your blackout. And so in order to redeem your prize and actually get those 25 rewards points and the pin or the 10 rewards points, what you need to do is post a picture of your card with where we can see what you did, and you can be in it, you can do a selfie, or you can just take a picture of the card, whatever you want to do, and you can either post it to your stories or to your actual feed, and it can be on Instagram or Facebook. Now, if you don't have social media, reach out to Carly at sollenaturals.com and we'll figure out some way to take care of you. But if you have a social media, which almost all of you do, I would assume, it can be on stories or in your real feed, and then once you post it, you just need to tag us so that we can see it, but then also you need to screenshot that post and message it to our official Solle Naturals account, whether that be on Instagram or Facebook. So that way, even if you're private, if your account is private, we'll be able to see it and we'll be able to get you your Solle rewards. And if you're wondering, well, how do I know if Solle Naturals saw my message, we'll respond to you. So once we get it, we'll respond within a day. So if we haven't responded within about a day, maybe message us again because it either didn't get to us or something happened. And so once we see it and we verify your post and everything, then we'll go ahead and add those Solle rewards into your account and we'll let you know and we'll reach back out to you and say, congrats for completing your blackout or your bingo. So we're super excited, and you have until June 1st to make those posts. Super easy, and anyone can get involved, even if people aren't a member of Solle. You could easily share this card with them and be like, hey, I'm doing this for May, or post a picture of it, or grab the Facebook post and share it and say, hey, I'd like to invite you all to join me to do this May and play some mental health bingo. Super fun. Another thing we're doing is a Hope Squad fundraiser. For those of you that don't remember Hope Squad, I've talked about it before, and I don't just like it because of its name. It's an awesome organization that is teen and child suicide prevention and mental health education. It's school-based and peer-to-peer based, meaning they teach other children and other teens how to spot red flags or people that might be struggling and what to do when their friends come and talk to them about those sorts of issues. And so they are really, really awesome. They're in, I believe, like 1,300 schools across the US and Canada and expanding. And they actually just started their first Hope Squad within the military as well, which is a really, really neat idea. So we love them. We love what they're doing and we want to support them. So this year, we will be doing a fundraiser on Facebook and Instagram hosting for them, but that won't come out for a few more days. So you'll see it when it comes out. But the good thing and another fun thing about that fundraiser is if you make a donation of over $10, we'll also send you one of these mental health awareness pins. And it's just another talking point to be able to share what you really care about with other people, right? When they see this pin, they'll say, oh, hey, what's that? And it says Solle Naturals and it's this green ribbon. And it's a great opportunity to share a little bit about what you believe with the mind-body approach and the importance of mental health. So that's about it, but also make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram this month because we'll be posting other fun things during the month and content related to mental health awareness, some tips for good mental health, all that good stuff, and also talking about how our products relate to it. So you won't want to miss it. I'm really, really excited for this month and what we can do, so I am really hopeful to see all of your bingo cards. Thank you.
All right, is that great stuff or what? Not only are we going to be having a fundraiser for the Hope Squad, which is a great organization, but we're also having that fun bingo game, those bingo cards. And not only are you doing beneficial activities to help with mental health, but you can also earn Solle rewards. Either $10, $15, $25 of Solle rewards. It's going to be awesome. So I encourage all of you to take advantage of this campaign and get those Solle rewards, but also do the activities. Make people aware of mental health and help those who may be struggling with mental health. And again, thanks, Hope, for that. I hope she's enjoying her anniversary celebration with her husband. And you know what? Speaking of anniversaries, 20 years ago today, I asked my childhood sweetheart, my best friend, and the most beautiful woman in the world to marry me. And all three of them said no. There you go. Speaking of mental health awareness, though, I have asked Jennifer Pressimone, the master formulator of our Solle Essentials essential oils, to talk a little bit about using essential oils to help with mental health. So let's watch that presentation in our Sense and Sensibility segment.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Pressimone, your Solle Essentials formulator, and I want to share a great mental health and mindset strategy using your Solle Essential blends. This is Mental Health Support Month, and we all need to be able to take care of ourselves so that we can continue taking care of others. So how can you assess and choose your Solle Essentials? So if you grab your essential oils, your Solle Essentials, how can you choose the right one that you need to strengthen your energy? We know mental health is a very hot topic. It is extraordinary, growing needs in supporting mental health for ourselves and for others. The demands are getting higher on us. The technology is just going and going. There's a huge learning curve, so there's stress with that. There's society and environmental changes. There's just a lot, right? We have a lot on our plates, and most people, they blow and they go and they don't take time to take care of themselves. They don't take the time to really connect with their feelings and their beliefs and their thoughts and their emotions and really honor that space. We are busy trying to fit in and keep up and survive. So how can you flip the switch and get into a more thriving place for your mental health? How can you thrive in the right direction that you need, in a positive, healthy direction? I want to be able to share with you a specific technique that I use with myself and that I use with my clients. And I'm going to be using an example from one of my clients. We did this morning and I thought it was very fitting, so I want to use it as an example. So right now, go grab your oils or grab your Compass blends because you're going to need them. And then I want you to close your eyes and feel around and grab one, right? So grab one. And then I want you to smell it, right? So we're going to smell it from the cap. Make sure you can see the cap in your peripheral vision. That way your nose doesn't touch the cap and cause contamination. So you're going to smell it. And then I want you to think about, how does that make you feel? And what affirmation comes to mind whenever you smell this? Say it, and I want you to write it down. And then I want you to smell again. Now, after you do that, I want you to write down 3 to 5 thoughts, feelings, and emotions that come to mind. The first thought, the first emotions that come to mind. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Don't go down a rabbit hole. Really think about the words, the thoughts, emotions. The first 3 things or people that come to mind, write it down. So when I had my client do this, she replied, after smelling it, she's like, oh, I'm not enough. Am I enough? Am I wanted? Am I loved for me and not the facade me? Because I'm trying to keep up and I have to, show people that I'm strong and confident, but a lot of people really don't know the real me. So, am I wanted? Am I enough? And am I loved for me? Those were the 3 things. That was very profound in going through this. And then I asked, how do those words make you feel? And she replied, defeated, lonely, and abandoned. So I said, okay, we're going to smell again. So grab the blend that you chose, and I want you to smell it because I'm giving you an example, but you were doing this with me. Smell it. And the affirmation that came to mind is, I am enough and I am wanted. So I had her say, smell, and then say her affirmation, and then smell again. And then, why are they making you feel that way? So whatever you wrote down, why is it making you feel that way? Her reply was, I was told as a child that any mistakes I make are not acceptable. I have to be the best. And then also, if I don't please others, they're not going to stay around me. They're not going to want to be around me. They're not going to accept me if I'm not the best. So this was something that had been instilled in her from childhood. So we smell. We say your affirmation statement, whatever you wrote down as your affirmation, say it. And then you smell again. And the reason you sandwich your affirmation in between the smell, the scent, is because that's reinforcing this within your cells. Your cells, everything in your body believes everything you think, feel, and say. And so you want to tell it something good and you want to believe it. So your body will believe that because you are now shifting your energy, you're shifting your focus to believe that affirmation statement. And so now I want you to think about, what if you release those unhealthy thoughts and emotions? And I call them unhealthy because they're not serving you. Doesn't mean they're unhealthy. If they're not serving you, then it's not a positive direction for you. So what if you release that and you felt the opposite? So you felt courageous instead of fearful or worrisome. And she replied, my heart is happy. I would feel strong and comfortable in my skin. All right, let's smell. Say your affirmation and then smell again, because we want to reinforce that. And what does it feel like now to be that courageous person? Confident, comfortable. I am enough. I am enough for me. And so now we're going to smell. Say your affirmation. Smell again. Pause. Smell. Say your affirmation. And smell again. And then pause. And then smell. Say your affirmation. And smell again. And pay attention that every time you do this, it's stronger and stronger and stronger till your core, is saying that. This is a very good strategy and technique that you can use using your Solle Essentials. Whatever one you grab is the one that you need. That's what I believe. And so you are going to use this to reinforce this positive thoughts, to get you moving in a positive direction. So anytime you feel down, sad, you just don't feel like yourself and you're struggling mentally and emotionally, grab your Solle Essential blends, grab any of them, smell it, and do this technique that I showed you, because it will help shift you into a positive sunlight rather than feeling defeated or sad or overwhelmed. So I hope this was very helpful for you. I'm wishing you a very happy and healthy day, and keep smelling your oils.
Thank you, Jennifer. Such great information. She always does such a great job of teaching how to use our essential oil blends, and we're so lucky at Solle to have her as part of our team. So thanks again, Jennifer. Now, as you know, we have a lot going on in the month of May here at Solle. But we also had a few people who had a lot going on during the month of April. And one person in particular had enough going on that she achieved the rank of Soul Leader 15K. And she is the subject of our Specialist Spotlight. And I am excited to welcome Miss Betty Runkle, our new Soul Leader 15K, to Inside Soul. Welcome, Betty.
Hi.
Now,
Glad to be here.
people at home watching our live stream, they can tell that I'm obviously in Utah, where it's still kind of cold and rainy, and you are in sunny, warm Houston, or Liberty, Texas, to be specific, where obviously the temperatures are different than here. Am I right?
It's very warm and humid here, as always. So yeah.
All right, and there you go. So you're going sleeveless, looking great. So tell me about what happened in April. What allowed you to achieve the rank of Soul Leader 15K?
So, well, since I've been around a minute or two, most people know I've been sort of riding the rank of 10K for quite some time. I think 4 or 5 years for sure. With the intention of, I wanted my growth to be organic, and I wanted it to be natural, and I wanted it to be sustainable. I didn't want to get to a rank and not be able to stay there and bounce all over the place, because I don't have time for that. And so I own a shop in Liberty, Texas, a little health food store. We've been here, the store has been here for 40 years. So we have a very nice customer base. None of which had been exposed to Soul Naturals whatsoever, unless they were in my personal circle or they were a client of mine. And so we bought the store 4 years ago, and we immediately put Soul in the right side of the store in the power position. So when people walked in the door, the first thing they see is our premier line of mind body supplements, which is Soul. And we've just worked that for the last 4 years to build a really strong clientele. Everybody in my little town of 7,000 people is drinking the green drink, almost everybody. If they're not drinking it, they know what it is. And they, you'll hear little jokes at different meetings around town, Rotary and Lions Club and City Council is like, oh, you've been to see Betty. You're drinking that green ditch water. So that's what they call it. So anyway, we've established ourselves here as the holistic health and wellness, mind, body, nutrition specialists. That was my goal, was to establish myself in town, because I grew up here and, I know everybody, and they know me. So anyway, that was one thing. I really didn't have any specialists working when we bought the store. I kind of was starting over, and I just worked on building on client testimonials and referrals and word of mouth and how people were feeling. I held a couple of classes about 3 years ago, and I started building up what I wanted in specialists, who I wanted to work with. I got very specific about who I wanted to work with and what type of person, what type of heart they had for selling and for working with people. And so I started asking people who were attending my classes and who were purchasing products repeatedly, did they want to do the business with me? And that, in return for doing the business with me, they would get all the education they needed from me, with the respect that they all wanted to help people in some way. They just didn't really know how to help. Some of them have certifications, some of them don't. On my team, on our team, we have nurse practitioners, we have nurses, holistic health and wellness practitioners, massage therapists, stay-at-home moms, and I treat them all the same, and I educate them all the same way. So every week we have a meeting on Zoom, and I'm educating according to what they want to learn. So this was a key for me. I used to teach what I wanted them to learn. I know this is a no-brainer, right? So everybody's like, oh, well, duh, Betty. But I started really listening to what is it that they were struggling with and what is it that they wanted to learn from me so that I could help them help themselves. And so that seemed to be the most beneficial thing that I've done over the last couple of years, is just teach them what they want to learn, and really listening to what they wanted to ask me, really listening to the questions they were asking. And so that's what we did. And a couple of them really, really latched on to the ease of using the new referral code and signing people up. And y'all see on the Rockstar Enroller on Mondays with Jordan that I've made Rockstar Enroller not every month or every week, but certainly I've made it more times than I've not. And really that's a combination of me and my employees who are also certified soul specialists and certified natural health practitioners. Just talking with people and asking them, do they want to sign up and do they want to get reward points? And we sign everyone that comes through the door that purchases soul products up for their own account. We manage their account for them, and they keep coming back and getting more and more education and learning how these products work. And it's so funny because most of the time they'll come in and they'll start talking, different customers during different times of the day, they'll start talking about, oh my goodness, that Neuro IM is amazing. Here's what happened to me. And the other customers in the store are listening, and it's so funny to watch them because they'll go and grab a bottle. Which one are you talking about? Oh, I need that. And so there's a ripple effect going on in my town right now with the Soul Naturals products being the premier products that we offer to people. And so that's kind of how it happened. The girls that are working with me, most of them hit new ranks this month. They did it on their own. I've signed up 4 specialists or upgraded 4 in less than 4 days when all of this started happening. And they hit ranks, and I really wasn't even aware. They did it so quickly that I was quite surprised, pleasantly surprised, when I looked at their accounts on Friday night, and I'm like, oh, well, she's a new Soul K or Soul 1K Pro, and oh, she's hit 2K, and oh, she's hit 5K. So it's been fun, and we're learning a lot, and we're learning how to help each other facilitate what we all have in our heart. And that's the other point I wanted to make, is that we all have the same intention. We are unified in our intention to help people help themselves. And so that's sort of a mantra of mine, is that I'm going to help you help yourself. I'm not going to do it for you, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to help you and empower you to help yourself. So that's it.
Well, that is
That's how it
awesome.
happened.
I love that. And I love the fact that you've kind of had slow and steady growth. And like you said, you wanted to make sure that when you achieved a certain rank, you were going to be able to maintain that rank. And I know you texted me a few days before the end of the month saying, look, I might have a chance, an opportunity to reach Soul Leader 15K. And I was so excited for you. I know everyone here at the Soul office was so excited to see you achieve that rank. You've been with Soul almost from the beginning, and everyone who knows you recognizes how smart you all are and how knowledgeable you are. And so we were just excited to see you achieve that rank. And in my opinion, it's just the beginning. And I'm so excited for you and the Health Fix, your store, your natural health store. And in fact, the one thing I really wanted to talk about, the most important thing that I wanted to talk about tonight, was you just opened a smoothie bar as part of the Health Fix, right?
We did.
And you have a smoothie called the Lonzo.
That's right.
All right. And so really, you didn't achieve Soul Leader 15K until you introduced the Lonzo smoothie. Am I right?
That's exactly right. I was just waiting on you to bring that.
You hadn't even noticed the connection yet, but that was really the kind of the impetus to achieving Soul Leader 15K. If you had introduced that earlier, it would have happened, years ago.
It was that darn banana.
Yes, I know we fought over whether you should put a banana in a smoothie for years. But anyway, congratulations, Betty. We're so excited for you, and we look forward to the next accomplishment and achievement, and we know that it's nothing but big things in your future. So congratulations.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I have a couple of announcements before we conclude tonight. I want to make sure that everyone is aware that we have 2 big events coming up at the end of this year in October. The first is our Soul Leadership Summit 2022. That is October 6th through the 8th, and the registration is just $99. That is an incredible value because not only are you going to be able to tour our new manufacturing facility, see all of the new equipment, see how the product is put together, packaged, and then shipped out, but we're going to be having great team building exercises and activities, and you're going to have a featured speaker, and that is Noelle Pikus-Pace, 2-time world champion, Olympic silver medalist in the skeleton. She is a great presenter. She's going to be there. She's going to be presenting in both English and Spanish. You won't want to miss it. And at the conclusion of the summit, we are all going to be going to the Red Rock Rally. Now, when I say everyone, that's because I'm assuming all of you are currently qualifying to attend the Red Rock Rally because you have to qualify. And the qualification runs through the month of June. So it started, we had 2 months, we're 2 months through March and April. Now we have May and June to finish the qualification. And what you have to do to qualify is complete 5,000 in total enrollment volume. As Betty was talking about, when she was talking about how she started to grow, is that she is always one of the rock star enrollers every single month. So she's enrolling new people, introducing new people to Soul every month. If you do that, even if you just start today, I guarantee you can qualify to attend the Red Rock Rally. If you start introducing people and sharing Soul with new people, enrolling them, all of their volume counts toward that $5,000 in total enrollment volume, which is what you need to qualify to join us on the Red Rock Rally. It's going to be great. We're going to be touring the Bryce Canyon National Park. It's going to be a week of rest, relaxation, fun, hiking, biking, horseback riding. It's going to be great and incredible scenery. You just have to be there. We want everyone to join us. Now, last announcement. Our next Inside Soul will be in July 5th, 2022. Same time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. The reason that the next Inside Soul isn't until July is because in June, on June 8th, which is a day later than we would normally have Inside Soul, we are going to be celebrating officially the 10th anniversary of Soul Naturals. We're calling it our Solle Extravaganza. That will be on Wednesday, June 8th. And so June 7th, we will not have an Inside Soul. We will delay it one day. And then June 8th, 2022, the official anniversary, our 10th anniversary. And hopefully you will all join us in June. And we have some exciting things. We're going to be giving away prizes. And we're going to have some great activities, some great testimonials. You won't want to miss it. Again, thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks, Hope. And thank you, Betty. And we will see you next time. Remember, it's your body, your mind, your life. Good night.